Hello there and welcome to another MineCraft 951 3D pixel art tutorial, and today we will be making a nice model of King Kazam. Yes, he's a kung fu bunny from a cartoon that I happened to stumble across a little while ago. So I'm gonna build this model for you. Just let me know, leave in the comments what you'd like to see from the channel, if you would like to see some more Hunger Games, mini games and all that. Right, let's jump into this. This is what you will be building. Right, let's jump in and build this. It's quite a good model. I quite like it. It's got a good sort of effect once it's finished, as you've seen. So let's do this. We'll do like a U pattern with our white wall. Do a row of 3 behind that. Then count one a block away, and then do the same pattern on the other side. And it's going to be the start of his feet. So like, as you can see, what I've just done there is that I did another 2 rows of 3 on the back, and that's a nice start to his feet. Right, so what we can do is we'll start building his legs. His trousers have got like a very sort of checkered pattern on them, so we're going to use dark blue and light blue. So we do our little sort of arrow shapes like this, and directly behind them we're going to put a blue there and there. So you should end up with something that looks very much like that at the minute. So there you can see the sort of arrow patterns with the block behind. And then what you can do is come to the side here. I think you want your light blue wall. So you get that out, you place a block at the side here and here. Oop, here. So then you can just place 2 blocks like that, and then a dark blue in the middle, and you continue the pattern what you've done on this side on the other side. So you do the exact same again and put a dark blue in the middle, and that'll be the side of his leg. We can then come round to the back here, and for the back of him you want to do a dark blue there and a dark blue there, finishing off with light blues on the corners. So from the back you should end up with something that looks like this. I hope you're following okay. If I go a bit too fast, feel free to pause it at any moment to catch up. So what I've done here is come out diagonal, place 2 blocks so they come in towards the middle bit, leaving the light blue blocks exposed. Right, so on top of the 2 you've just done, you want to place a block on top of them, just like that, so you end up with like sort of an L pattern. Then join it up in the middle, then you find your middle block and you bring that all the way to the front, just like that. So it's a row of 4. So from the top you should have something that looks like that. Right, so what we do is we come round here, we'll just fill in this one and make it wrap round the light blue at the side, so you got like a sort of zigzag S pattern there. Do the exact same for the other side, so you come round, place a block here, 1 on top and 1 in front. So you should end up with something that looks just like that. You see the pattern? Right, what we could do is come to the front, put blues there, and that is his trousers starting to take shape. What we can do is probably add the blue underneath here, because you won't see this. And then now we can do like his belt. Because he's a kung fu bunny, he's obviously a black belt because he's good at what he does. So we'll find 1 block in the middle, then count 2 out with the black either side. So you can see where you've got the row of 2 sticking up here, it sticks out at the side there. Then you want to come down diagonal both sides. and these will be acting as like the starts of your belt. What we then can do is get our grey, put one directly in the middle of them lot, and then we can get some more black and then just place it diagonally behind like that, 2 rows. As you can see, the front of him starting to take shape. The belt looks like it's wrapping around the body quite nicely. So now what we can do is add another black on the sides and the same one at the back diagonal, the same with this side. I've left the middle bit because that'll be the start of where your tail starts for this bunny. So yeah, what we can do is put 2 white there just so you know where his tail is going to be. It's quite an easy one. We do a 2x2 square, then find the corner and then do another 2x2 square. Finding this middle block and placing a block either side so it sticks out. And that is his tail pretty much done. It's quite a simple tail. I'm not going to go too much into detail with this, but it looks pretty cool. So you end up with a pattern that looks just like that, as I was saying before. So what we can then do is come round to the back, and on this block here you want to start with your row of red, and we're going to make it like a sort of checkered pattern, so we're going to use red and pink for this. So basically in the middle here I'll put a pink and then either side, so you can see like what I mean by the checkered pattern there. And we're going to continue this pretty much all the way around his body. So we'll do pink, red, and that we'll do it all the way around. Do the exact same this side. I want to place a pink at the bottom. I don't know why I put a red there, but there we go. So put a red at the top, pink here, and then as I say, this will eventually just run around the whole body as his top. So we get some red. Ooh, going a bit mad here. So instead of it being like one, it's at the sides here. It's rows of 2, and then we'll go back to the front, and the front will be a checkered pattern again, really. So what we want to do is from these blocks here, you want to add pink, and at the top dark red, and then we'll start to bring this together. So red here, and then in the middle, yep, in the middle here will be white, and then that's, as you can see, it's looking good. I'll just sit back here so you can have a quick look. So now what we want to do is go in where this white is, come out diagonal, and then either side of that you want to place a white light blue. Right, and it's taking part, so we want to raise up this bit here a bit, so we're going to put grey on the corners here, and then red on the inside of them blocks, with a white to finish off the middle, just like that. I see it's not looking too much like a bunny at the minute. Well, you can see the legs and the belt and that, but once we get the face in, you'll really get the actual picture of how this looks. As I said, once again, if you're not sure what this is, please go check out the cartoon, and then you'll understand what the Kung Fu Bunny is all about. King Kazam. It's called Kazar, something like that. I'm terrible with names. If anyone knows me, they know what I'm like with saying names. So we come round to the back here, do a row of 3 grey, and then go diagonal and place a block both sides. You then want, I think you then want to stick it out diagonal here, 1, and a diagonal here. What we'll do is take out that block, we don't need that, because that is roughly where your arms are going to start on this model. You'll see what I mean once we get a bit further along in the tutorial. So we want to place a white there, then come out diagonal and do a row of 2. See that? So diagonal and then a row of 2. And we can come round to this side, do like an L, so it goes down 2 and sticks out 1. And then from there we're going to do quite a simple hand. It's going to be a checkered pattern, so you want red here and at the side, and then a grey in the corner, And then just as long as you follow me here, you shouldn't have no problems with this model. So as you can see, I'm just doing basically a zigzag pattern for this model, just to give it almost looks like he's got a glove on his hand. You see there? It's quite a nice little effect. There we go. And it's getting a bit dark, so what we can do here is go to bed and build the rest in the morning. And we're back. So what we can do is come round and do the other arm. So we want one diagonal and then drop it down two. In fact, we'll go a row forward on this one. The other one we dropped it down straight. So we're going to go one row forward. Gives the arm so it sticks out further than the other one. So exact same as what we did for the other. Do the L pattern and then we'll do the actual checker pattern on for his gloves. So you want two reds there, grey here, red at the bottom here, and then grey either side of that red. In fact, we'll put a red here, take out the front grey. Yep, we need to take out this front grey for his, so it acts as like his fingers for it coming through his gloves. You see, he's starting to take shape. Once we do the head, you'll actually this model will really start to take shape. So we'll have a quick look round like this. Alright, let's go in and do the head. So on the red you want to place a white and do a row of 3 so it comes out like a little T pattern there. So you 3 across, 1 out, and then from there you want to do another T pattern but standing upright. And then on that will be where his nose starts. So as you can see here, I've done that T pattern here. And then also at the front where that last block was sticking out, I've done the T pattern there. And then place the black on for a finishing touch for his nose. So he's starting to take shape. You want to place a white here so it ends up like a sort of cross pattern. And then you want to go diagonal 1 here, and then this bit here will be where you place your eyes both sides. It's up to you what colour you want to do the eyes. I'm going to do in black for now, but the textures of this model is totally up to you. You can change the colours, what blocks you use and all that. So then what we want to do is go back diagonal where the blacks are, here, and then go down here. So you see it's actually coming round the eye quite nicely there. So you end up with that. So you've got your zigzag pattern, and so we'll do the exact same here. So what you want to do, by the eye, come back diagonal, then go down 2, and then you can just fill in this block here and here. So you end up with like your zigzag. As you see, his face is coming together, it's starting to look the part. The hardest bit on this is the hair. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard for me to explain to you guys how to do the hair, but I hope you'll be able to follow along and to build this model with me. The joys of YouTube, if I'm going a bit too fast for you, what you can do is pause the video, catch up to where I am, and then continue to play in the video. So if you do get stuck, feel free just to pause it, catch up to where we are, and continue. So as you can see here, I've just placed a yellow at the top and then come down diagonal to the side of his face there. So on this block you want to then put the yellow directly on the side of it. So as you can see from now, it looks like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So your row of 4 diagonal coming down to the side there. Then on this grey here, you can then place a yellow for his hair. Then all this sort of stuff here will be mostly hidden, but we'll bring out the face an extra 1 there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like it. So then on this bit here you can place a red on the inside here and here. Should have probably done that a bit earlier, but I forgot. The joys of building when you haven't got a clue. Right, with his hair, it's totally up to you. You can alternate between the yellow block and the gold block. I'm going to use both because it's just going to give the hair a bit more sort of texture to it, a bit more colouring. But it's totally up to you. I mean, I'd suggest maybe probably building it in the yellow first and then adding the extra like gold blocks afterwards. So as you can see, I've done 2 diagonal, and then it's gone back a row, 2 diagonal, and then I've done a row of 3 diagonal. So as you can see there, that's the best way to explain this at the minute. So I'm doing it so it's like a 2-layered hair, so it gives it a bit more sort of texture to it. So you've got the back layer and you've also got the front layer. As I say, if you just follow me here, you should be alright with this model. So yeah, please leave a like, a comment, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me what you would like to see from the channel, if you'd like some more mini games, Hunger Games and all that sort of joy. Yeah, it'd be a joy to do this sort of thing for you guys. I'm here to please you, so any sort of ideas you have or anything like that, please feel free to tell me, and I will reply back to you as soon as I possibly can. Right, there we go. As long as you're following me, you should be fine. So you end up with like an L pattern there, an upside down L pattern. We've been doing quite a lot of live streaming, so I'm a bit sorry this video's been out a bit late. The audio stuffed up on it as well. I recorded it and forgot to turn my mic on, so yeah, I wasn't too impressed. I'm sorry this is out a day late. If you're not sure, I work with Survival Madness, Lion Maker and all the Survival Madness crew, so please, if you get a few spare minutes or anything like that, please go check out Lion Maker Studios channel, because he's crazy as I am, and we like crazy. Right, so we come round to the back here, we'll place like almost like a U pattern, so we'll have the 2 sticking out, 1 in the middle, and we'll do this pattern all the way up the top, so we'll end up with like almost like an X pattern here. As I say, it's totally up to you whether you want to alternate with the gold and everything. I'm just randomly placing them, so I leave this up to you whether you want to use 2 different types of blocks or if you just want to use 1 block. So what I'm going to do is end up with like almost like a cross pattern at the back here. I'm sorry, it's a bit hard to explain how to do this hair because it's just random blocks really. But as you can see, there's a pattern from the back. You've got like the cross sort of shape there. Then we could do is come up to the top. From this block here, from this block here we'll place the gold block. Then what we want to do is come round to the side, place a block here and here, so it sticks out diagonal over the shirt you've done. Then you want to do a row of 2 here, leaving the middle block, and then 1 right roughly about there. In fact, we're going to bring it out further forward again. See, as you can see, I've done 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out. And then at the front, I'm probably going to do another one. Yeah, I think so, yeah. We put another one there, so it sits nicely on the side of his face. As you can see, one side of the hair is like at the side, and one comes a bit further forward, so it just sits over the eye. As I say, you can just place a block there diagonal, and then it's a bit confusing, as I said, on this one. What you can do is then go on all these other ones where the block sticks in, you can do 3 of these gold blocks sticking out. And then behind that you'd probably want to get your yellow and do the exact same. So 1 on the inside here, 1 on the inside here, and 1 on the inside, oh, not there, here. Like that. As you can see, it's starting to take shape. It's getting a bit dark, but we'll do a little bit more, I think. So you want to place a block there, and this one you place a gold block. As I say, it's best probably just to do this all in the yellow colour and then go round and add the gold block and that afterwards. So what we'll do is, that looks right there, so we'll add 2 yellow like that. And I noticed it's getting dark, so we'll probably go to bed in a minute. Right, and we're back with this model. Let's get back and build the hair again. I know it looks a bit of a mess at the minute, but as long as you keep pausing the video, you'll be able to keep up. There's no real sort of patterns that go into this hair. It's more me just placing a lot of random blocks. So as you can see, one side of his hair is pretty much done. What we want to then do is start bringing it out and down the other side. So we end up with something like that. As I said, one side will be sitting over the eye. So we bring it across like that. So come to the side here, and then you want to then place a couple of diagonal blocks down to about there. You can take out these bits, these will be sticking out. As I said, it's just, as you can see, a very sort of block inwards, block outwards sort of pattern all the way up to the top there. We're just going to have to fill in, take that out and put a gold there, put a gold there. As you can see, his hair's all starting to come together now. We've just got to do the back bit and then his ears, and this model's almost complete. So we've placed 2 diagonal gold blocks there, and then from that what we can do is get our actual yellow out again, and then from this block you bring it out so it sticks out like that, and then at the top you want to come back diagonal there. You see it's starting to take shape and all match up nicely and go in together. We're almost done with this. As I say, the hair is quite confusing, so I hope you guys are keeping up with me on this one. So, right, gold block here, and then we'll come round and place a block, yellow block here, and the same on these 2 blocks here is roughly where your ear is going to be. So we'll just do sort of L, like arrow shape for the actual start of his ears. We want to continue the pattern on the other side, but for now we're just going to fill in here and here. So you end up with something like that. Not forgetting on the block this side here we need 2 blocks. Just like that. Then you get your white, and we'll do the ears, and this is going to be the last bit of this model. The ears are quite a simple build for this, so once you've done that, from the back you find the corner block, bring it out and back like that. So you want to bring it out and do a row of 2. We'll join it up a bit more in a minute, but for now that is what it looks like. So then you bring it back here and then up at the edge, and that is pretty much your ear complete. Maybe I'll add 1 extra there for now, so bring it out, up and then out. And we get black, and just to finish off the model, on the tips of your ears you add the black. Take that block out so it looks like that. We'll do the exact same for the other ear, so take that and place it there. And there we go. There is your 1 3D pixel art, King Kazma. I hope you like this tutorial. Please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, retweet, share the video, help the channel grow. Take care. Goodbye.